My traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, the dawn is breaking on the stage that holds our final destiny. And so, my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, don't dream it, be it, because the show must go on. And on today's episode, we're back again in the storage closet. I'm not, like, there's nothing really going on, but I just have something to do today. And so I stopped off at this particular undisclosed location because I didn't feel like being in my house. And so we're doing the read from here. Also, because this is a smaller space, it just, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like the sound is a little bit better. So I don't know what this is yet, though I'm saying, like, I've had 2 reads already about exes, and one wasn't that bad, and then the other one was just a shit show, and I'm just like, we might have to fast these people out again. Firm rejection. Firm rejection, resisting, misunderstanding. Oh my gosh, we got blockages under the deck. Reject, resistance, resisting, misunderstanding. Okay, well, like I said, blockages, but I was wondering, like, where is all of this, like, past person energy coming from? Because I've noticed it's been a little ascendant lately, which is a bummer for me because I've been enjoying all of the, like, new person and, like, incoming success messages, and I don't mind every now and again having, like, a past person read come in where, like, the past person is, like, somebody that y'all could deal with if y'all so chose, but, like, I don't like getting a lot of it, like, back to back to back. And so what I was thinking was, I was just like, well, what? Because we did, at least I did, I don't know how much of anybody who was watching at the time did it with me. We did a fast from the 26th of December through, like, I think it was like the 2nd or something like that, through the new year. And it was specifically designed to release just all old energy, but it included exes. And after that fast and that exercise, I noticed that a lot of that energy left the building. And so now that we have more people, new people coming in, it's possible that we need to do some fasting again. So if you know that you get tired of readers producing X messages and they seem to follow you around a lot, if I keep getting them, I am going to schedule another fast specifically for release of any past energy. It doesn't necessarily have to be a past person, but usually that sort of thing will have a release, like, during the fast as well. So let's see here. We have main female, the Lovers, unexpected income. Well, that seems relatively positive. You also might have an intuitive impression that you're gonna have to go somewhere. And then I don't know, we got somebody over here who might have an actual kid with, like, a not so great child's mother or child's father. Don't know about that. But the predominant energy here is the Lovers, main female, unexpected income. I'm really not going to say anything about that just yet, other than it seems relatively positive. And like I said, whenever I'm here, I don't have the Father or the Son with me. So we're just going to close it out kind of regularly. Hopefully we get a good ending statement. Okay. All right, what do we have here? Well, it seems like we have someone kind of taking a time out before they, like, say something. Like, to a friend or to a partner or something about maybe repairing, like I said, some sort of relationship, some sort of situation. And like I said, this doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic person. This could very well be a friend or a family member. But what I see here so far is someone being genuine about wanting to come in and communicate about doing their part of the work, being proactive in order to reestablish some sort of harmony between like you and them, or you and a family, you and a friendship community, something like that. And we have like a major transformation here. This potentially could be like a very powerful transformation for everybody involved with the situation, and it would at least be justice for whoever this Empress is. But whoever is coming to speak on this is someone who likely you are not dealing with. And likewise, they would not be dealing with you. But what I'm saying is this person seems to be like distressed by the fact that they're not dealing with you. I don't know how you feel about not dealing with, how does the collective feel about not dealing with this person? Y'all are kind of fine. Like, you think it's your better judgment to not be dealing with this person. You have likely strict boundaries. Masquerade Ball, embracing a whole new identity is, oh, this might be the same freaking energy. Toil and labor. And the Hanged Man. Let me hold this up so you can see it. Masquerade Ball, toil and labor. The Hanged Man. So, like I said, there is somebody here who's realizing some sort of work they need to do. Embracing a whole new identity. Some sort of different role or path or behavior style that they need to genuinely like integrate into themselves in order to either just move forward with their life or move forward with the situation like in the positive. Count Paris, narcissistic, attractive, noble, sincere. Verona Summer hath not such a flower with message. We're getting a message from Count Paris here. The Star. This is the so narcissist. Here's the thing about Count Paris. Okay, I'm thinking of Romeo plus Juliet, the Baz Luhrmann movie. He wasn't really a bad guy. He was like the narcissistic thing. They're not talking about like pathological narcissism. It's just someone who's a bit self-centered, a bit vain, a bit full of himself, but also an attractive person who is also noble and sincere. And I mean, I kind of like how they have these qualities listed on Count Paris, because what that sort of entails, what it's describing is someone who they have a mix of good and bad, right? Good and bad qualities about them, like noble and sincere and attractive. I mean, attractive isn't really a quality. Noble and sincere is, but narcissistic, right? And here's the thing: is narcissistic is on the top of that list. So we would need to put noble, and we need to move noble and sincere to the top, then maybe attractive, and then kind of maybe narcissistic on the bottom. But it's not. I'm not talking about an abusive, horrible person. I'm talking about somebody who can tend to be self-centered, who can tend to maybe not listen, who tends to maybe dismiss other people when they shouldn't. That sort of thing. But nothing where it's like, you know, people have entire channels built up around like narcissistic abuse. It's not the same thing. But this person, whoever they are, star energy, the message is likely centered around healing. Oh my gosh, I didn't even bring a clarifier deck. We are just out in the damn woods today. We will cope. All right. Well, they wanted that one upside down. So what we have here is Oath of the Moon, Vows of Love. Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconsistent moon that monthly changes in her circle orb, lest that thy love prove likewise variable. All right, so we have that with Family Room. And also the Four of Wands upside down. They specifically, with this particular deck, it does have reversal messages. And for some decks that have reversal messages, they won't direct me. They still want me to take everything upright. For this deck in particular, they will instruct me, like, no, because I can tell when I'm laying the cards down, this moon on top, that crescent moon, that's the upright position. And so if I try to lay something down in the upright, or like turn something that's upside down into the upright and they want it upside down, they'll go, no, keep it upside down. So they specifically said on this one they want it upside down. It makes sense with the Oath of the Moon. So swear not by the moon, because that's changeable. The moon is changeable. And like I said, I was talking about the moon on the back of this card. So when this person somehow gets into communication with you, it seems like you are at least hearing their message. So I don't know your past history with this person. If it needs to come out in the cards, it will. But what it seems like is you're just sort of like, well, obviously you have some negative past history with this person. And the fact that they're coming in now, pledging in some sort of way to right the situation, to have like some more stability within the relationship, whatever it is. What I'm seeing the energy of y'all, if like you are more in the, you're not the active energy in this read, you are more the passive energy, is you're saying, I've heard it all before. Oath of the moon is essentially like a shit oath. Like perhaps this person made promises to you in the past that they never followed up on because they were too self-centered, right? So this is sort of this person seems to be in communication with y'all, but this is not positive communication, because remember we had like all of that crap under the deck: reject, resisting, misunderstanding. And then we have the nurse and Juliet, and the nurse I'm pretty sure was like against Romeo, and then we've got determination and Rosaline. These are all kind of like not so positive energies. Like Juliet is like a sweeter energy, but like she's surrounded by all this other stuff. She's being kind of protected by these sterner energies, including Rosaline, even though I know like Juliet was technically like the third party. Like Rosaline was just like whatever, and Rosaline won out in the situation anyway because she dodged all of those bullets. And I just shuffled and we still have reject on the bottom. Reject, confession of love. Resisting, still. Rings. So, what can we really say about that? So let's go ahead and see, what does this person mean by toil and labor and the masquerade ball? Well, I mean, they want to invest in whatever it is, right? They want to invest in that work. With the Seven of Pentacles, it's likely they have considered this course of action for a long time. Temperance. So, this person, let me see on the Hanged Man first, because thus far, I'm seeing genuine energy on this person, whoever they are. Actually, I'll ask that in a second, but first, let me see this Hanged Man. All right, this Hanged Man, Justice and the Six of Swords. Whoever this person is, and I'm going to ask that now, they're serious about whatever this is. So this isn't like we had one like freaking sloppy one the other day where it was just like, oh Jesus Christ. This is not that. It doesn't look like, I'm feeling the energy. It feels very like stable and forthright. That's what it feels like. So who is this person to the collective? Well, it's someone who wants a new start with you. Like, that doesn't really help us any, but I mean, that just likely means that like whoever this energy is attached to, for y'all, it is like different. Like for some of y'all, it is a past like romantic person. For some of y'all, it's a parent or like a cousin or aunt, uncle, some sort of family member, friend of the family, friendship, something like that. Could even be like a coworker or something. This person is the Knight of Wands. So, this could have been someone with a temper, someone who acts too rashly, someone who doesn't tend to think things through, which what I'm saying here, looking at this point, this person does think things through. We got Temperance, Seven of Pentacles, Justice. That's quite different than the Knight of Wands. If this person was a romantic partner, they would have been a flighty person, someone governed maybe by their sexual energy, always off to the new with this Ace of Pentacles, not sitting there and growing things in the Seven of Pentacles. Oh, the thing about Luke Skywalker, eyes always on the horizon instead of here where they should be. Always your attention over here. And that fucked Luke Skywalker, by the way, because his attention was always on the future. That's what got him in trouble with Kylo Ren, because instead of just allowing things to play out with Kylo Ren and play his part, what he did was look into the future. and go, oh, he's gonna be evil, I have to do something now, that very action that he did, I forget the name of the movie, but you know, it was in the new trilogy, where he goes to fucking kill his own nephew, his nephew wakes up, that is in fact what pushes him to the dark side and sends Luke into the whole, like, I must go and be a hermit, I am not taking on any pupils, because he fucked up. He fucked up because he wasn't in the present moment. And Yoda warned him about it. He warned everybody about gazing too oft into the future, because that is an ever-shifting thing. So of course, I encourage you to be supported by readings and stuff like that, but also maybe if you're watching too much of them, right, and taking them seriously, because sometimes people watch the reads just because they like the reader's voice, they like the reader's energy, they're not taking it very seriously. If you're doing that, that's not bothering me. But if you are someone who feels like very guided by readings, there's nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, like, they can distract you significantly from the present moment. And that's where your power is, not looking off into the future. So we have someone like that. Someone, I'm pretty sure I already said perhaps someone with a temper. A combative person, because this Knight of Wands is also in armor. They're going off into battle. And also it's teenager energy. This knight. Can we get one more on this person, please? So this person might have always been like unnecessary conflict is what I'm getting. Unnecessary conflict, perhaps always needing to be right, and that fits with this Count Paris, right? That's the more sort of narcissistic energy that this person would have been embodying. But it's like a young thing. It's like if the knight is a man, right? It's a young teenager, like a young teenage guy type of energy. And it would also be young teenage guy, the mediocre white man variety, right? Like that sort of a thing. Like someone who like has no, there's nothing for this person, in fact, to brag about, but yet they're doing it anyway. It's that kind of shit. The Lovers. So probably for the larger amount of the collective, this is a past romantic partner, but the Lovers, again, just speaks to close relationship. So this would have been someone you had a significant bond with, okay? But, you know, it is what it is. So this person, all right, how are they sending this message? We're on Count Paris, message, the Star. They are sending this, well, it's themselves, likely. Our Knight of Wands has become at least the King of Wands. All right, they're sending it themselves. Oh, the Chariot as well, very determined. This person is quite confident. I don't know that that's ever been, you know, something that they've had a problem with. Well, that's not true. There's a difference between confidence and narcissism or arrogance, or being boastful or whatever. The narcissism, the self-centeredness, that like combativeness, needing to be right and all of that stuff, and like going from here to there and every other where, that's not confidence, that's insecurity. That's somebody covering for insecurity. Because narcissists, the full-blown ones, okay, the ones who are like pathological, those people, the reason why they are like that is because they are the most sensitive fucking people on the earth. Like, you just doing that to them, like, let me get it here. Just doing that to them, it's like you punching them in the face. And so they have these overblown, like, horrible reactions because they can't cope. So narcissists, even though they're coming off as like, oh, I'm big and bad, they're like the biggest bitches that ever were. So in the past, this person was likely a bit of a little bitch, and they were covering it with like whatever bravado is going on with that Knight of Wands and their temper and whatever. They were just reactive. It is striking me more that if in fact this is a guy, we'll say that, if this is a guy or a mask, and like an actual guy, this person has matured. They are now more of a man. They are not the emperor, but they are most definitely, like, it's striking me as someone, a man who would be like maybe in his mid 30s, like mid 40s, but who is acting that maturity, okay? Because sometimes you get people that age, and it doesn't matter the gender or whatever, but they're still acting like they're 13. This person would have the maturity equivalent for their age now. They're not like wise beyond their years or whatever. They still have issues because our King of Wands, like that's perfect with Count Paris, okay? But this person with the Chariot, it is likely they are acting from actual confidence now and not whatever they were using to cope before. Yes, okay, so this person is fairly determined. But like I said, the person's strength, the Chariot, the King of Wands, so that's the King of Wands in the positive. This is someone who is action-oriented, they know what they want, and they're going for it. Which, you know, that's fantastic. And it would be someone who is also attractive, but those qualities are now, like with strength and temperance and everything we have here, we're having more of the noble and sincere on Count Paris than this other stuff. So now on our star, oh, look who we have. The King of Cups and the King of Swords. So that is 3 kings. All we are missing now is the King of Pentacles. So this person has reached maturity in their, their action, and also likely their, you know, if that's a man, their yang, they have way more sexual maturity, sexual mastery than probably they would have had in the past. And they have maturity within their mental and now emotional space as well. So this star is also indicative of the progress they have made individually. So this message is coming to you. So this person, you knew them. Well, this is the message. I was about to say you knew them as the Knight. When we have this Page of Wands, that is just saying, that's like reiterating, this is the person who has the message for you. This is the energy that they are currently in. It's very positive energy. But so you knew this person likely when they were younger, and less mature. You knew them as this Knight. So now from this Knight, they have they've become at least 3 kings, okay? Anything else on this? I'm getting a yes, and then we'll move on to our last column. So this is one of our Ascended X's, and I don't mind bringing this energy through when it's an Ascended X, but like, we've been getting a lot of X messages in. If I get another one after this, I'm gonna have to organize a fast, and I'm just gonna like force maybe some other messages to come out, like giving it a topic or whatever. This person, whatever they've have been dealing with without you, because y'all, like that 5 of Pentacles, y'all have been in separation likely for some time. Whatever that is, everything that this person has been dealing, what I'm getting from that 8 of Cups is everything that would have come between y'all in y'all's past together, and then everything that this person went on to deal with without you, that is done. All of that is closed. This person is coming to you in completely fresh energy and as technically a different person. You do not know, like, you know of this person, you do not know this version of this person. What it looks here, which is fine, that you are responding to what you know of this person. Y'all are both on different timelines, different dimensions now. So I'm going to look at this last column, which is our Oath of the Moon, family room, and our 4 of Wands upside down. I'm not just letting you in. That family room is like y'all's intimate space, okay? Now, I'm not just letting you into this family room. And I think that's fine. That's perfectly fine, perfectly valid. What I would say here, just advocating for this person, as they have made some major changes here, and I will advocate for people who are coming in genuine energy to do some real work. I will. That check where you are in your own like space, what you can deal with, because what this seems like is this person is determined to show you who they are, be different with you. And so if you do have the capacity to at least open up to them, to allow them to show you something, that's all you would need to do. And even if you open up to them in that capacity, that doesn't mean that like you're choosing them or anything like that. Like, this doesn't seem like someone who thinks that their position in your world is going to be automatic, nor that it would remain that way if they switched up on you. Okay? So, that's why I'm giving this person the benefit of the doubt. The High Priestess, yeah, y'all are just like, you don't need to know that much about me. You know, I know what's going on here. I also think that y'all are in good energy. You might be a little bit on a high horse right now. If this person comes back to you and they're the ones who screwed up in the past or whatever, y'all might be a little bit like, Of course. I knew you would come back. Idiot. Which also understandable, but like that's not... I'd say shake that off. Like, have your little moment if you want to have your little moment. But, you know, that's not if we're moving forward into positivity and union here, even if you're not doing it with this person, like, just let them go, right? Because it seems like they can have happiness with or without you. Because what it seems like is this person doesn't have to come back to you. They're choosing to for some reason. Well, likely because they care about you. You might, if you're in this posture, okay? If you're in this, like, more defensive posture and also kind of like, yeah, idiot, like I told you. If you're in that, gently, I would suggest that, are we still a little bit hurt by the situation? At least, like, this person's direct presence in your life might be a little bit triggering of, like, that past stuff. Which, again, normal, fine. But, like, recognize it. Recognize it. And I think, like, I'm pretty sure, like, I'm pretty much preaching to the choir. Like, y'all already know what to do. Y'all already have y'all's stuff, like, handled. So when something like that comes up, even if you do have your little moment, like, I'm saying it's a spiteful moment, it's just kind of like, duh, I told you so. You're going to recognize that for what it is pretty quickly. And you're going to be like, all right, well, I'm still, like, dealing with at least some grief over this situation, or that is going to be triggered by this person's message and contact. And it's likely you're going to work that out within yourself. Yes, like, you're going to come to clarity on all of that. And likely you will, if you're choosing to communicate with this person, you're just going to communicate very directly, and it's coming from a wise place. We have the High Priestess and the Hermit here. You are recognizing your own emotional state with this person, and whatever you decide to do, it's going to be, like, the best decision for you at the time. Whether you decide to deal with this person or not deal with this person. So, why is this person returning to the collective? Well, to do some sort of work here. It's like something about, like, work that they didn't do in the past. And now I have this King of Pentacles under the deck. Some kind of work. Well, they're looking to say something to you. Queen of Swords. To communicate something. Well, that Four of Cups. What I'm seeing right now is just communication. Page of Swords. That's all communication. They are coming back to communicate. The purpose of this communication being... I don't know. It just seems like something about what they did in the past. Work. Something now the Eight of Pentacles is out. Some sort of work. Work to shift. Like, they are communicating the fact that they want to shift things with you. That is the point of the conversation. That is the point of their return. To what end do they wish to shift things? Well, that's either friendship or love. Friendship. If you don't... Yeah, well, there is something about your presence not being in this person's life in some sort of harmonious capacity that is detrimental to them. And so, like, there's that. But that's friendship, love, apology. I just don't know. Yeah, Page of Pentacles, like I said, they just... they want to present differently. And it seems like they've done a lot of fighting on their end to be able to do this, or at least to make this move. What would be this person's optimal outcome with the collective? Well, we have the Empress flew out. The optimal outcome, they would like to be, what it seems like is, like, with the energy that y'all are in towards this person is like withholding energy, like your own self or whatever. They would like to change that into some, like, I'm telling you, this is just at least some sort of positive, like, interaction or communication, friendship, something like that. I am not seeing this person, if this was a past romantic partner, being like, I super want to, like, get back together. What I am seeing here is them simply wanting to shift the nature of the relationship. Because I don't know that, like, if y'all were romantically involved, that this person was even especially a very good friend to you. And so, especially as you get older, it's not that people don't value friendships when they are younger, but it's sort of like, at least for me, like when I was younger, and it seemed like for other people too, there was like this, there was sort of this precedence of like romantic relationships kind of over platonic ones. Or that, like, if you weren't in a romantic relationship, that, like, that was somehow, like, bad, right? And then I don't know if it's everyone as we get older, because some people always, like, end up in that position where it's like, oh, I don't have a person, like, there's something wrong with me. For me, though, as I've gotten older, I care way more about not really the amount, but the quality of the friendships that I have within my, like, intimate community and extended community. That's actually far more important to me than a romantic partner, because those are the people, like, the friendships and all of that, that's going to be there no matter what. Like, romantic relationships fail a lot. And if you have invested everything into a romantic relationship, then it's a bit more devastating when those things end. But if you just have a lot of those solid friendship, platonic relationships with other mature-ish, as best as we can be, right? With other people like that, I'm not saying it's not devastating or whatever, especially if you have children and things like that, but it's like you have a cushion there. You have people who are going to help you cope. And you just, it's way more, it's like the energy is like way more free flowing, and it's not all channeled into one person. So to me, like, I still notice people like who are very much like, oh, I want to like date and like get involved, and I'm just like, I have way more fun, like, or I have not doing that, not doing the dating thing or placing precedence on a romantic relationship. And it is still, at the moment, a bit more important to me, like the larger, like, social circle thing that's going on right now. But like, the reason why I'm even discussing all of that is because this person is likely at least somewhat in the same way. They care, like, way more about having you as someone positively within their life, like, I'm saying, like, until, like, they die, but, like, I don't know that this person necessarily cares about ever establishing, like, a romantic union with you again. Like, this person values you, like, way more than that, is what I'm saying. And I don't know, when you knew them as this sort of Knight of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, that they really had a good grasp of that. So ultimately, is there like an ultimate thing like that this person wants? It's seriously, it's just being productive with you. It literally is. It's a foundational thing. It's a foundational, like, platonic friendship at the moment. And that's all I see. And to me, that's almost even better, especially if this person was like an ex. Well, I don't know. Like, if it's just friendship, like, the other stuff doesn't kind of like really matter. Like, all right, well, let's just go into some final advice outcome. Final advice outcome. I think, let me get one on that. Yeah, okay. I think at the moment, you're just kind of uninterested in this person. Or uninterested in hearing what this person has to say. What I have here is like Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. You might be in a really good financial position, I don't know, but this is also just very grounded. Like, you probably have your own community, your own family, whatever. Like, you have the pets and everything else. Maybe you have children, I don't know. But you have technically everything on your own, and it doesn't include this person. And that's not really an issue. It doesn't have to include this person. So what I have here is this 2 of Swords, clarified by the 3 of Wands and the 9 of Wands. Which is like, no, this person is at a distance because they tend to put people through stuff, or they have put me through stuff. So what the 2 of Swords, the blocking is towards, is this Ace of Cups. So I don't know that you flat out, like, just might not, because I have the 6 of Cups under the deck. You just might be like, no. And, you know, that's a good decision for me. You're not losing anything by not dealing with this person, is what I'm saying. Like, this is literally, like, you would have to be, like, ultimate magnanimous in this exchange. Like, there's no reason for you to be. Is that position in the collective's best interest? I'm getting a no, because I did get the intuitive no, but I was waiting for the card, okay? And, like, the Death came out. What this is saying, like, there's also a no on this card as an answer. This is not the optimum position for you. You are being encouraged, if you are able, to transform that position. Can we get a why? Why would it be in the collective's best interest to open up here? Because there's something about spite on this. There is something about, it's bad for your energy. Personally. It's personally bad for your energy. It's got nothing to do with this other person. It's sort of like, this person, I'll look at this Ace of Cups. They are coming in genuine free-flowing energy. And you are actually the one who's, like, not allowing things to pass through. You can allow this person to pass through, like, without keeping, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just sort of like, there's, okay, and as well, you're hiding something from yourself emotionally with this person. Likely, if you are in this defensive position, there's something that you don't want to admit to yourself. There's something that you don't want to see. Can we know what that thing is? No, it's the Moon, which means it's likely different for all of you. We got the Devil under the deck here. Like I'm saying, this is why. This is why the position that you are in is not optimum for this situation, and it would likely benefit you to at least deal with this person in some sort of way, because it's clearing that stuff out. That is the purpose, not for you to be like in a relationship with this person, but there is something that is far more beneficial to your personal energy, to your personal well-being, for you to let pass through than it is to hold on to this position right here, all right? And so can I get some on this Ace of Cups? Yes, this person, and the reason why is because this person is being absolutely genuine. They're being, whatever this person is telling you, they are being absolutely genuine about their feelings, their care about you, like outside of any sort of benefit that they would get from you, outside of any sort of commitment or whatever they would get for you. This person genuinely cares about you as a friend, as a person. They respect you. And that's what they want to show you. If they did not show you that before, they want to, give you your flowers is like a weird way to put that. Like, so is putting respect on your name. It is not about that. It's about something just like way purer than that. This, like, I would go as far as to say, like, this is a holy thing. This is a sacred thing, and it's very real. So if this is more resonating with you, you are in a position where y'all can both be adults about this, and no matter what comes of it, it is being suggested to you that if it is at all possible for you to allow this person to communicate with you, to see if you can get into a more open-hearted position, just for the sake of you letting something go. That's all. And there's something that wants to come out in the Kipper. Because it's almost like by you holding this position, it's like you're poisoning yourself somehow. All right, what wanted to come out in the Kipper? Somebody might be pregnant, I don't know. Or, like, if you're not pregnant, like, if that's not what's going on, this is just a fertile situation. This is a fertile situation, all right? Okay. What is that? That is, all right, the both of y'all, all right? And the King of, like, I'm counting this as the King of Coins also came out. So now we have all 4 kings from this person on the board. The Emperor has not shown himself. However, the wealthy man comes, and 13 and 12 is, well, y'all are, oh my God. I'm going to show y'all this, okay? Now we have this poverty card here, and what I was getting from that is some sort of energetic or emotional poverty. And what I was thinking was, both of these people are somehow in this poverty. Like, I know you're in the Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. I think that is very real. You can be in that state and still be experiencing some sort of emotional poverty, okay? Because that's talking about the material world. There are plenty of people who have it all and yet have nothing, okay? And I'm not saying that that's the state you're in. Like, it seems like both of these energies actually feel like pretty good and stable. To me, this feels like a little that like can be cleared up, okay? Because what I was thinking about this poverty card when it came out, I was like, oh, both of these people are in some sort of poverty, at least with each other. And that's typically not compartmentalized. That is going to affect other relationships and other situations that you're in. And so what is clarifying the poverty is the wealthy man and the privileged lady. This is the King and Queen of Pentacles. Both of y'all are in some sort of poverty with each other, with like certain aspects of your life. What is going on here is that poverty, whatever it is looking to be worked out in the energy. And what I'm saying here is that we have a mature man looking to do this, okay? I'm getting one more on this mature man. Like I'm saying, it's safe for you to interact with this person. If this person ever made you feel unsafe, right? Oh, that's what I can ask. That's what I can ask. Is so there's the unexpected income back again. This person's going to come to you. What the heck is that unexpected income? Well, like I said, they might, like, what they might be doing right now is working on their pentacles, because we saw this person, King of Wands, King of Swords, King of Cups, they might be working on that King of Pentacles, and that's technically the Emperor. Coughing you. They're transforming. Their situation with their finances is transforming right now, and they are concerned about y'all, okay? Like, that's what I'm going to ask, though. How would the collective know that this is the right sort of person to be dealing with, if they're confused at all? Because we do get various sorts of X messages in here. It's going to be apparent, all right? And also here's the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. And here's, like, this person is going to be presenting as fairly decisive and confident and forthright. You're also going to see them doing work, like, immediately, okay? Like, this person, like, it's going to be fairly obvious to you. They're also going to be likely, like, far more generous with you, like, committed, at least within the friendship, open-hearted as well, okay? If they're not being those things, it's not the person. What is that? Well, what is that? Okay, how you're gonna know that this is the right person to deal with is this person is going to likely immediately make you feel very good about yourself. Also, they're going to be very transparent with you. And what I see here as well is the way you would know that this is the person is that they are going to be very forthright about you, about whatever nonsense that you did deal with this person in the past. They're going to be very transparent about that. So you're likely not even going to have to ask any questions about it. They are going to bring the topic up to you. And they are also going to be giving recompense for that. With that unexpected income, that's right. This person likely would not come back in because it seems like this person at least does want to give you some sort of material recompense for whatever you had to deal with from them in the past. This person might have been like I said, selfish. It's like materially withholding in the past, and they want to at least do something. Yes, they so the Judgment, that's just making their decisions about that. So that's what's going to go on there. Also, what I would say is the way you would not know this person is if they are not immediately making you, like, you're already the Queen of Pentacles and confident and all of that, but I'm saying they're going to be amplifying that energy to you. If this person is not making you feel by their behavior the Queen of Wands and the Sun, if they are not making you feel that way, if they are in fact making you feel Five of Wands, the Devil, it's not your person. It's not any person that you should be dealing with, is what I'm saying. And I'm saying your person. That's a weird way to put that. No person is our person. The beings are free. But I'm just saying, a lot of times readers will throw your person out as in, this is someone you dealt with in the past. Y'all had some sort of commitment, friendship, something. And this person is now coming back to have some sort of recommitment with that. And they would consider themselves as somehow linked to you, your person, someone you would want to associate with, want to deal with in some sort of realm of intimacy not meaning romance or sexuality, intimacy meaning close bonds, okay, whether that's platonic or not. But I don't see this person in any sort of way looking to pressure you into anything at all, which is a good thing. I would also say it's a good thing for this person. All right, so my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, I am your GM, your game master for this, the game of life, at least until you no longer need me anymore and you are fully the master of your own fate, the captain of your own soul. Though of course the doors are always open for support whenever you need it, because of course I am also the greatest magician of the age and perhaps the greatest magician of all time, and together you and I will perform the greatest magic trick of all time. We will reverse the polarities of the world, make America great for once, fly this boat to the moon somehow, shift our world onto the mega happy timeline, perhaps leaving it a much better place than it ever has been before, because we are, my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, crawling on the planet's face, some insects called the human race, lost in time and lost in space and meaning.